Hello YouTube, today I will be unboxing and reviewing the new Bakugan Evolution, so new for 2022, Platinum Series Dragonoid. Here you can see the packaging, you can see the artwork here. You can see it's quite a bit smaller packaging than the previous Geogan Rising packaging. Like you can see the bubble is just smaller, which is nice because it saves on plastic, so that's cool. You can see true metal. The contents, you can see the Bakugan. It kind of looks like an elemental because it's translucent, but it doesn't. It has also the metal parts, you can see. So yeah, take a look at the back. You can read anything if you pause or whatever. Interestingly, there's no other things in the wave, unlike the last year's packaging, but oh well. So yeah, anyway, let's just get this open. Alright, so here are the contents of the package. You can see the 2 Bakucore's Gate character card, checklist. I showed this in my last video, but if you want to check this out, you can look at anything in particular. Here you can see Nanogon, Standard Bakugan, Platinum Bakugan. So the Platinum ones are the ones with the metal, from my understanding. Geogan and Bakugan Ultra. You can see a lot of just old molds redone with new colors, which is pretty cool, but there aren't too many new molds, it seems like, but you know, that's okay. I like the new colors, and sometimes it allows you to get an old mold that you missed, so that's cool. So yeah, anyway, here is the Dragonoid. It's the Geogan Rising Dragonoid core design, as you can see. I already have a review on the Pyrus one on my channel, so you can go check that out for a little more in-depth look at the mold. I'm just going to primarily be going over the deco differences. I don't have it on hand right now, but you can see compared to like another standard Pyrus Bakugan, the colors are quite a bit different. Instead of the opaque red plastic, obviously this is the translucent red plastic, which looks pretty nice. It has a little bit of orange paint, but not too much. It has more yellow paint, which the old Pyrus didn't have. And you can see the body is made of metal. Both this top part and this bottom part are made of metal, and they're coated in this sort of metallic orange paint, which looks pretty nice. You can see the arms are also here, and you should be able to, pose them. So you can bring them down. They're a little tight on this one, but you should be able to pose them. Come on. There we go. Yeah, like so. I think the Geogan Rising Dragonoid core mold looks really good, to be honest. But yeah, you can see the transparent plastic with the metal body and the yellow details looks really nice. You can see there the yellow painted like core, the like infinity core. Well, that's what it was called in the old series. The new series, it's not technically, but the head sculpt looks pretty nice. The wings look nice. They have the gear ports here, here, and here that you can also use for Nanogon now. The feet look nice. 500B, if you can see that, in gold, and the emblem is also in gold. Or actually, it might be just yellow. Yeah, it's just yellow. But anyway, it looks pretty nice. So I need to fold up, fold in the arms. Those are just the manual parts. You can keep those in. You don't have to fold them out. But if you did fold them out, fold them back in. And then you want to fold in the head and the wings and drag the body back a little bit. So you can just barely fold the wings and get them past the feet. Whoop. And then fold in the tail. And then collapse the whole thing together. Now to roll out, you can see the arrows there. See? And so, there we go. Kind of double core. Yep, it can double core. All right, so that's pretty cool. Oh, and pretty consistently, even if you get in the middle of it, it seems to double core, you can see. Let me see if I can get it to double core just by rolling it. See if that works. Oh. Whoops, it fell over, but let me try, and let me try again. Let's see. Okay, so it might be a little tricky to double core, but there we go. Taking a look at the gate card, 0 for Pyrus. That's funny because it comes with a Pyrus Bakugan, but okay. 300 Aquos, 100 Ventus, 500 Chaos, 200 Aurelus, and 400 Darkest. Interestingly, different B power for every single attribute. Kind of cool. The 2 cores, plus 300 plus 3 Helix, and plus 150 plus 2. These are decent cores. This one's the best B boosting Green Fist, so this is pretty good, I guess. Especially with now some Bakugan getting pretty good bonuses on Green Fist. Plus 300 plus 3 Helix is not great, but it is the Helix that boosts both B power and damage by the most, instead of having, say, the plus, is it plus 600 core, but it also gives like minus 2 or 3 damage, I forget. Anyway, let's take a look at the character card. So you can see obviously Helix Green Fist makes sense, 501. And if you have both a Helix and Green Fist, so if you land on both of these, you get plus 1,000. So that's pretty nice, especially considering this guy can double core. You might also want some ability cards that give you extra cores, like if you play Chaos in your deck, if you use this guy plus Chaos. I know Chaos has really cheap grab a Green Fist or attach a Green Fist to your Bakugan from the field. I think it's like 1 or 2 cost. So that would be really viable, because then if you have the these 2 cores, for example, because you don't want to decrease your B power because you only, or decrease your attack, sorry, because you only have 1. Unless you have Shadow Strike, you might be able to play around with Shadow Strike. But anyway, so with this core and this core, you could get up to 1,950, which is really strong for potentially 0 cost if you double core, or 1 cost if you have a Chaos Bakugan and you attach the Green Fist to this guy. So I think this is actually pretty strong. Now, that being said, you have to have that sort of team composition, because consistently double coring is a little hard, and consistently double coring onto specifically Helix and Green Fist will be even trickier. But again, if you have a specific deck loadout with this guy and any Chaos Bakugan, that might work. Alternatively, if you have specifically Chaos, Darkest, and this Pyrus guy, you could get Shadow Strike on here and then go for a plus 600 Helix core. And so then instead you would have, let's see, you'd have over 2,000. You'd have like what, 2,250 B power on with these, or with this core and the plus 600 Helix core, and you'd have 3 damage because you get plus 2 from this. I don't actually recall. Let me double check what the best Helix drops your what do you call it? Attack by. I've got some cores over here, so let's see if I can find it. That's a plus 303, no. That's a gear card. Yeah, minus 3, okay. So yeah, you definitely want either Shadow Strike if you're going to be playing this, or you could potentially just go for like the Helix that gives like, I think plus 500 minus 1, yeah, plus 500 minus 1. And if you combine it with this, you'll have 2 total damage, you see, and that would be pretty good. So yeah, overall, I quite I think this Bakugan is quite viable. If you're a competitive player, I would definitely recommend this Bakugan because especially if you're on Chaos. If you don't run Chaos, maybe not. But if you're also a collector, it's pretty cool because it has this metal body, which is pretty nice. Overall, I'm very impressed by this Bakugan, and I would highly recommend purchasing it, whether you're a competitive player or you're a casual collector. Either way, that's it for this video, so feel free to like and subscribe. Comment below if you have any questions or if you want me to review anything else, and I'll let you know if I can. So that's it for this review. Thanks for watching. Bye.